let's take a look at accelerations. The symbol for acceleration is A. And how do we get accelerations? By differentiate velocity, dv dt. So in other words, it is d2 square s dt square. This is second order of differentiation for displacement. So alternatively, integrate a dt, we get v, velocity. Now let's take a look at these questions. A particle is moved in a straight line and it starts from a fixed point. And given the acceleration is a equals to 2t plus 1. And the initial velocity is negative 6 meters per second. Meaning, at t equals to 0, the velocity is 6 meters per second to the left. Alright? We are asked to find the total distance traveled in the first 4 seconds. So, let's find the equation for total distance traveled. So it's s. How do we get s? By integrate 2 times acceleration. Okay? So, first, integrate a dt. Integrate this, we get 2t squared over 2 plus t plus c. Alright? Then we are told that initial velocity is equal to negative 6 meters per second. This meaning t equals to 0. Alright? So when t equals to 0, v is equals to negative 6. Alright? Then we substitute in it. Integrate a dt, we get v, velocity, meaning minus 6. Then substitute 0 into t. So here, whole thing becomes 0. Here is 0. 0 plus c. Therefore, c equals to negative 6. Then we can say that v is equals to t squared, 2 and 2 cancel off, plus t minus 6. Okay? Then we further integrate this v to get s, the displacement. Alright? So integrate v dt, we get s. So integrate this one. T cubed over 3 plus t squared over 2 minus 6t plus c. Alright? So just now mentioned in the questions, the particle moves in a straight line and starts from a fixed point. So meaning, when t equals to 0, s is equal to 0 as well. Alright? So here we can say when t equals to 0, s equals to 0. Let's substitute 0 into t, 0 into s. Then we can find out c. So here s is 0 equals to this 0, 0 and 0 plus c. So 0 plus 0 minus 0 plus c, and we got c equals to 0. Therefore, s is equals to t cubed over 3 plus t squared over 2 minus 6t. Alright? Now we have the equation for displacement. And let's find out when does the particle make a U-turn, meaning travel into different directions. So how do we find it? Okay? Let's say v equals to 0, meaning when the velocity is 0, the particle is instantaneously at rest. It is changing the travel directions. Right? So here, when v equals to 0, When v equals to 0, meaning the particle is changing the travel directions. So let's find out when v equals to 0, t equals to 1. So t squared plus t minus 6 equals to 0. Factorize it, t 3, 2, right? Plus 3 minus 2. When t minus 2 equals to 0, t is equal to 2 seconds. When t plus 3 equals to 0, t is equal to minus 3 seconds. And minus 3 seconds is invalid. Why invalid? Because in time there is no negative. So that means at t equals to 0, the particle start to change the direction of where they travel. So we are asked to find the first 4 seconds. So when t equals to 0 t equals to 2, s equals to equation of s is here. This is the s equations. Alright? So when t equals to 2, we substitute 2 into this. T equals to 2 will be 2 cubed is 8 over 3 plus 2 squared is 4 over 2 minus 6 multiplied 2. What we got here? 8 over 3 plus 4 over 2 minus 12. We get 7 and 1 over 3 meter negative. Meaning negative is 7 and 1 over 3 meter to the left of the origin. Alright? So, and then when t equals to 4, s equals to here. 4 cubed, how much you get? 64 over 3 plus, substitute 4 into t squared, we get 16 over 2 minus 6 multiplied 4. So what we get here? 64 over 3 plus 16 over 2 minus 24. We get 5 and 1 over 3 meter. So this is a positive number, meaning 5 and 1 over 3 meter to the right of the origin. So let's draw a graph to make it clearer. This is the origin, t equals to 0. So at t equals to 2, t equals to 2 seconds, it is s equals to minus 7, 1 over 3 meter. And then you change directions, t equals to 4. And s is 5, 1 over 3 meter. Alright? Meaning, here to here is 5 and 1 over 3 meter. Here to here is 7 and 1 over 3 meter. Alright? We are asked to find the total distance traveled in first 4 seconds. Meaning, total distance traveled. Distance traveled is S2 minus S1 modulus plus S4 minus S2 modulus. So what we get here? S2 minus S1 is minus 7 and 1 over 3 minus 0 modulus plus S4 is 5 and 1 over 3 minus S2. S2 is negative 7 and 1 over 3 modulus. So what we get here? Modulus negative 7 and 1 over 3 minus 0 is 7 and 1 over 3 plus this one negative become positive. So here we get 12 and 2 over 3. And then the final answer will be 12, 20 meter. Alright, the total distance traveled in the first 4 seconds is 20 meter. Now let's take a look at these questions. A particle is traveling in a straight line starting from a fixed point, and the velocity is given v equals to pt squared plus 11t plus q, where p and q are constant. Also, we are given when t equals to 2, a acceleration is equals to 3 meter per second squared. And the second information we are given is the particle reverses at t1 and s4, meaning the direction of the particle travel changes to opposite side. Alright? First part of the question, we are asked to find P and Q. Second part, we are asked to find T1. And the final part will be find the total distance traveled at the first 4 seconds. Alright? How do we start? Using this formula for V. So we are given this in form. So how do we get A? By using V. So A is equals to dV dt. So differentiate this one, we get 2pt plus 11. Differentiate Q is a constant, so becomes 0. So substitute the value we got here. When A equals to 3, T equals to 2, what we get here? 3 into A, we get 3 equals to 2P, T equals to 2 plus 11. So we can get 4P, 2 multiply 2 get 4P, 3 minus 11. So P will be 3 minus 11 divided by 4, we get negative 2. Right? Then, how do we find the value of Q? Using this second piece of information. At T1 and 4 seconds, the particle reverse. Reverse means that V equals to 0. Right? So, we have P, the value of P, we have T equals to 4, we have V equals to 0, we substitute into this. Right? When T equals to 4, V equals to 0, substitute 4 and 0 into here. We got V is 0, P is negative 2, T is 4 squared plus 11, T is 4 plus Q. Right? So we get Q is equals to minus 2 multiply 4 squared plus 44 is negative 12. Therefore, V is equals to negative 2t squared plus 11t minus 12. Alright? P value is here, Q value is here. and then find t. Alright, find t1. So particle reverse at t1 and 4 seconds. Meaning when v equals to 0, what we got here? 0 equals to minus 2t squared plus 11t minus 12. So make it simpler, we change this t squared into positive. We get 2t squared minus 11t plus 12 equals to 0. Factorize it. 2t, t. So 4, 3. Minus 4, minus 3. Therefore, 2t minus 3 equals to 0. T is equal to 3 over 2 second. T minus 4 equals to 0. T equals to 4 second. So, when t equals to 3 over 2 second, meaning 1.5 second and 4 second, the particle reverse. 4 second is over here, meaning t1 is, therefore t1 is 3 over 2 second. Right? So, last part of the questions, find the total distance traveled. Now we know that at 3 over 2 second and 4 second, the particle reverse, meaning change the direction where it's traveled. So let's look for total distance traveled. So first, let us find out what is the equation for displacement. Okay, we didn't get any. We integrate it. So integrate v dt equals to s equals to, okay, v equations. Integrate negative 2t squared, we get negative 2t cubed over 3. Then here we get 11t squared over 2 minus 12t plus c. Alright? So just now mentioned in the questions, the particle is moving in straight line starting from a fixed point. Meaning when t equals to 0, s equals to 0. Alright? So s equals to 0, substitute into here, we get 0, t equals to 0, 0, 0, and 0. So we get c equals to 0. Therefore, s equals to minus 2t cubed over 3 plus 11t squared over 2 minus 12t. Now we know that 3 over 2 second and 4 second, the particle reverse. So let's find out when t equals to 3 over 2 s. So s equals to 2 negative 2 multiply 3 over 2 cube over 3 plus 11 multiply 3 over 2 square divided by 2 minus 12 3 over 2. How much we get here? 3 over 2 cube multiply negative 2 divided by 3. We get negative 9 over 4 plus 3 over 2 square multiply 11 divided by 2, we get 99 over 8 minus 12 multiply 3 divided by 2, we get 18. And finally, how much we get? 9 over negative 9 over 4 plus 99 over 8 minus 18. We get negative 7 and 7 over 8 meter. The negative meaning the particle is at the left hand side of the origin. Alright? So when t is equals to 4 second. So S will be, substitute 4 into T. Negative 2 T cube, 4 cube over 3 plus 11 4 square divided by 2 minus 12 multiply 4. So minus 2 multiply 4 cube divided by 3, we get minus 128 over 3 plus 11 multiply 4 square divided by 2, we get 88. This one we get 48. And here we got negative 128 divided by over 3 plus 88 minus 48. We get negative 8 over 3 meter. Now let's draw it out. Origin. So at t equals to 3 over 2 seconds, meaning 1.5 seconds. It travel here. T equals to T equals to 1.5 seconds. Then it travel negative 7 and 7 over 8 meter. Then after change directions, it change direction to travel to the right hand side. So here, this is t equals to 4, and the distance travel is s equals to minus 8 over 3 meter. Alright? So total distance travel is s 1.5 minus s0 plus, put a modulus here, s4 minus s1.5, put a modulus here. We got s1.5 minus s0, we get 7 and 7 over 8. Right, modulus, regardless of the directions, we get 7 and 7 over 8 plus s4 minus s5. Meaning s4 is negative 8 over 3 minus negative 7 and 7 over 8 modulus. And what we got here, this will become minus 8 over 3 plus 7 and 7 over 8, we get 7 and 7 over 8 plus 5 and 5 over 24. These two add up, we got 7 and 7 over 8 plus 5 and 5 over 24. The total distance traveled is 13 and 1 over 12 meter. Alright? If you have any questions regarding this subtopic, feel free to comment below this video and we will further explain it to you.